Hey, Eric, where have you been?
Mariela, I have been so sick.
Tell me.
It has been horrible. Like you can still tell there's still like remnants in my voice of it,
Yeah,
but I had no voice, nothing.
we finally found the thing that made you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, an infection makes me shut the fuck up. Mariela, they had to stick a camera down my throat. Do you know that that camera goes through your nose
Yeah,
to get down to your throat?
at least we know you've got capacity.
Well, like you said, I've been practicing for it, so.
No, but really, in all honesty, we missed the entirety of last week because Eric has been really ill and I tried to push him, you guys, but I couldn't. So here we are trying to help you plan for a delicious breakfast on Christmas Day. It's a little bit short notice, but
It's easy stuff. It's really easy stuff. It's stuff you can get really quick. So I like that.
Me too. And I guess we'll start with our French toast, but it's got a little twist on it.
Let me tell you, I hate French toast.
Why?
I don't like it. I don't like the taste. I don't like the egginess of it.
Mm-hmm.
But this French toast you made for me like 20 years ago.
Remember?
And it's still in my memory. And it's still so delicious.
That was when Bath and Body Works, not Bath and Body Works, Bed Bath and Beyond. Was it Bed Bath and Beyond?
Yeah.
That we got a tub with like a mix
That was so
for
disgusting.
cosmopolitans or something.
No, you know where we got that tub from?
Where was
We
it?
got that
Linens
tub
and
from
things.
Linens and Things.
Holy shit.
We
Linens
thought it was a
and
good idea to get drunk
off
of these like this like powder mix.
basically Kool-Aid.
Right. Okay, you just put like a bottle of whatever vodka we could afford in college.
The bucket. Did we put it in the bucket?
You put in the bucket. And then you just like put a glass towards the spigot on this bucket.
That's right.
And we got so fucking sick.
Oh,
It was just
remember?
nasty.
We couldn't even go home. We had to stay were we even planning to stay at her house, at our friend's house?
I have no idea.
I don't,
But all I
that
know
was a
is
fun
we
night.
passed out there.
Did we though?
It was two buckets we had. I can't remember the flavors, but all I remember is someone thought it was a good idea, probably you,
Probably.
to get a mix at Linens and Things
Man, what a stupid thing to do.
and pour a bunch of cheap alcohol into it.
Yeah, so we got I feel like we got drunk, right? I don't even remember.
We got drunk many times, but I feel that evening, it wasn't just drunk. It was like a sickness drunk.
We stayed up that whole night, like talking smack about this person's house for no good reason. Which, by the way, it's like my favorite house ever, honestly.
The house was gorgeous.
I've never like
It
been
was
inside a house and
beautiful.
loved it so much.
Oh my God, because the layout was beautiful. The size was perfect. The decor was gorgeous.
They had a big wooden parrot. I don't know why it was so funny.
Because we were drunk off of Linens and Things liquor.
It's true. Anyway,
We laughed. So that night we stayed up so late just laughing.
late. I know.
So hard.
I still laugh about that night. Anyway,
This was New Year's, wasn't it?
what?
This was New Year's.
Yeah, it was a New Year's. Mm-hmm. Oh my God,
Jeez.
so long ago, like 2000 what?
It's like 2000, maybe 3. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, so of course we've always been into cooking. So we not only planned the bucket, but we also planned for a brunch.
You and I were the only ones that woke up for the breakfast. No one else was awake for it, just you and I.
Just you and me. And we started cooking because they had a really nice kitchen. My gosh,
Yeah.
I loved their kitchen. And we just, took it upon ourselves to go ahead and start making this French toast. And this is a Giada De Laurentiis recipe, which, I don't like all her stuff, but she's got some like real hardcore, really good stuff that I do come back to again and again. And so using Panettone for French toast is kind of genius.
Yep.
Do you like Panettone?
No.
Everybody I ask says the same thing. Have you ever had the chocolate one?
Isn't that what you made the French toast out of?
Yeah.
So I've had the chocolate one.
Maybe it's because you have the fruit one, which is basically glorified fruitcake, which is always bad. Always bad.
But I love fruitcake, actually. I don't love it, but I like to have like a little bite, and that's it.
Nobody loves
I'm
it.
done.
And that's why you don't like panettone with fucking dried
Because
fruit.
panettone is fucking dry.
Right.
And that's why when you make it with the French toast, it soaks everything up.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. But if I buy panettone, like I don't buy the big one, I buy the mini ones. Have you seen the mini ones? They're like the size of your fist. I love them so much because I can eat it all. Because I used to buy a panettone and it wouldn't make it past one day. Like I have a real big panettone problem. The chocolate one. Anyway, this is what you do. It comes already dry, right? So you just make your custard. I'm going to go ahead and throw this recipe up on our show notes. You know what I've noticed we're doing lately? We're curating recipes, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which I kind of love because, listen, cooking, you don't have to be reinventing the wheel every 20 minutes to be a good cook, right? You can have a good recipe and you could make it your own, like with this. So I digress. You can take the panettone, you peel it, and you cut it into thick slices. I'd say maybe like at least 3/4 of an inch to an inch. And then you put it in the custard. So then you go ahead and you fry it up in a little bit of butter. You make it nice and crisp on the outside. And you know what I like to do with French toast? Because I am with you. I hate that French toast is soggy and eggy. So what I love to do, I had French toast at this restaurant once in New York where it was crunchy on the outside. And it was because they would put brown sugar on the outside parts. And then when it caramelized, it not only got like brown, but the sugar became crystallized, which gives it a crispy outside.
Right.
Which I do with all French toast, and it makes a huge, huge difference, honestly. You could even fry it up on the pan and then put it in your air fryer with a little layer of brown sugar on top, and you'll achieve the same results faster with easier cleanup.
Right.
I love brown sugar, and yeah, so I think it's an amazing addition to French toast. What's that face about?
I don't know. I just keep going. He just said, I love brown sugar. And I was just going to say that was your high school nickname. But,
Was it?
It wasn't. But
it should have been, I guess.
It should have been. You have the tendency to be sweet.
Sweet girl. Anyway, so Giada goes into like making your own fucking like syrup and serving this with mascarpone. I mean, I love extra, but you know who makes good syrup? People in Vermont and trees. That's enough for me.
Yep. There you go.
And if you want to warm it up, I think that's always a good touch because there's nothing like as yummy as nice warm syrup and you pour it over your pancakes or whatever syrup vessel you're eating that day. So if you want to make it a little bit special, you could do that. And there's nothing wrong with the mascarpone if you want to do that. But just a little bit of the brown sugar on top, some fresh berries, a little syrup. It's so good. It is so good. And it is so simple. You just need the panettone, some eggs, some heavy whipping cream, or half and half. I always, 90% of the time, have half and half and not whipping cream, and I substitute. And honestly, there's absolutely no difference between the two in a French toast in particular. And that's it. So you can really shop for this and have all the things that you need now. So you can enjoy this breakfast and it comes together quickly, which after Christmas, I don't know about you, Eric, but holy mother of fucking pearl. I am so tired of running around. I made like 250 cookies in 2 days for people 2 days ago.
I've been so sick. I haven't made anything.
That's right. Cause you've been having a run. I've been texting you furiously.
Yeah.
Furiously. Yeah. Well, I am fucking tired and I haven't wrapped anything, nothing. Like I am not ready. I am not ready. But
I've wrapped everything. Did you wrap your kids' gift I sent?
Well, it came in a bag already, so it's wrapped.
Well, that's right, because I put pre-wrapped.
You're the best.
So there you go.
I looked at it and I said, thank you, Jesus.
But for your daughter,
well, yeah, I printed
sure
it out.
Put a nice card.
Yeah, I'm going to figure that out. But yeah, it's definitely been printed.
Go to CVS and buy a Christmas card. Yeah.
Or I'll fold it real pretty and write from Uncle Keeter. Yep.
That's going to fold it like a fucking origami swan. She has high expectations of my gifts, Mariela.
She's going to only care about what's inside, KK. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Anyhow, so that is Panettone French Toast. Super easy, very simple, unexpected. People will like it. You will like it. And if you're not a Panettone lover like Eric, this will change the face of it for you.
No, Panettone's still gross. This is delicious. This is
Panettone
amazing.
gross. Panettone's yummy.
You just have bad taste.
Oh
but
my
this
God.
is delicious.
All right. So tell me, you, my friend, are going to get boozy.
We got a drink.
Tell me everything.
We got a drink. And this drink, but it's like what I think of as Christmas in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in Miami. And it's actually a Puerto Rican drink. It's called Coquito.
What is it?
Coquito. Coquito.
Uh-huh.
All right. It's really easy because you're literally just throwing everything into a big bowl.
Yeah.
And just mixing it together.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it's 1 can of coconut milk. It's 1 can of coconut cream.
Which is different.
Thick. So 1 can of coconut milk, 1 can of coconut cream, 2 cans of evaporated milk, a half a cup of sweetened condensed milk. Throw it all in one big bowl. Whisk it together. You could throw it in your blender and blend it up if you want to.
Probably easier.
It's much easier because that coconut cream might come out chunky.
Yeah, it's like thick. It's like almost like wax.
Yeah. So it might be better put in your blender.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me say, it's not coconut cream like you're used to it from Trader Joe's. It's like the Coco Loco stuff, right?
Right. Coco Loco or like Goya or something like that. Like this is like, it's going to feel like wax with liquid.
Right. And it's sweetened.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to take about a teaspoon of vanilla and a half a cup of white rum and pour it in there and mix it all up. You could throw some cinnamon in there if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah. And cloves. Let it
Cloves. People like to put shredded coconut in there.
I hate shredded coconut. It is the worst thing ever.
I'm okay with shredded coconut, but not in this thing. I don't like to drink it.
I don't like it. It's like the mouthfeel is like you're eating fucking plastic and you're forcing it. Like you're chewing the shit out of plastic.
It's kind of weird.
I don't like.
But some people love to put shredded coconut in there. I don't like it. Anyways, bottle this, chill it. Before you serve it, you got to give it a good shake and serve it. It's great. It's like, you know what it is? It's like a thinner version of an eggnog.
It's Puerto Rican eggnog.
That's what it is. And it's like a thinner version of it because eggnog's kind of thick. This is not as thick.
And Coquito finds its way to you no matter what you do for Christmas. Like, I don't make it, but it always finds its way to me on Christmas. Doesn't matter how. My husband got a bottle at work.
I know people that start saving like wine bottles
I know.
like in August.
I know, it's true.
They start saving them because they'll make batches and batches and batches of it.
And people sell it.
Give it to people. Yeah, well, but you're right. In Miami, like you just end up with a bottle.
Somehow. And there's always somebody selling, oh, my tia sells Coquito.
Yeah.
Everybody makes a business out of it. It is like the most funny thing. Miami's a funny place, but that's like something old school that kind of just stays, no matter how much it changes here.
It is really good. And it'll go very good with Panettone French Toast.
Oh, can you put coffee in that? You think?
You sure can.
That would be kind of good. Like a
you could just do like a strong black coffee.
Yummy. Like
you do like a shot of an espresso.
Man, I'm going to try that one year.
Try it this weekend.
I might. I think he finished all the Coquito, that mother of pearl.
Damn.
He likes it, man. Anything sweet and like, blech. He loves eggnog too. Like he'll drink it like from the...
It's like, I love eggnog. I love Coquito, but in very small increments.
Not my husband. He'll drink it from the bottle because he knows I don't touch that shit. I do not eat. I mean, eggnog is okay. Like I'll take a sip, but Coquito I'll drink.
Well, because Coquito, like it's thinner. It's not as thick as eggnog. See, because eggnog, like, you dilute it with booze, but if it's non-alcoholic, I actually have to cut eggnog with like skim milk because I don't like how thick it is. It's just like, it's like drinking gravy.
It is. Like
drinking sweet gravy, which I like the taste of eggnog. But
I like the taste of gravy. I thought you were going to say.
I like the taste of both, but this, So try this, and I love it. It just kind of reminds me of home.
Yes, absolutely. It is such a worthy thing to make. And you can make it for New Year's too. You can, make it today, and you can have it then. And there's so many recipes. You can always look online and see what you find. But with the recipe that Eric just gave you is kind of bare bones, simple. Will give you the gist without having to go out of your way. Because some people put eggs in this shit and they have to like pray to the rosary. I've seen some of these recipes on TikTok and I'm like, holy shit. Like we're just making Coquito, you guys. Like we don't have to like make it so complicated.
Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need that.
We're all about simple, especially now, because the holiday burnout has hit me. Like, I can't believe winter just started for y'all over there. Like, I would be pissed if I were you right now. I can't even imagine, like, having to deal with that shit too. I'm like, right now, I'm happy that there's sunshine outside and I don't have to think about wearing coats and dressing children up. And a lot, man.
Everybody snowed here.
I know, you showed me.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't anything major, but
I had to dress the kids up, like, because it's been cold here for, like, not really cold, but, like, in the morning. And the kids are like, Mom, I have to wear all this fucking clothes. And I'm like, man, you would never survive up there. Never.
You just get, but I think things here are like more indoor. Like, like to get to my car, I don't have to go outside.
For sure.
It's like things like that.
You don't have to suffer. I mean, I think everybody is fleeing the weather of where they live, right? Because here we don't like to be outside either. Like maybe around this time of year, we'll go outside a little bit. But we're always hopping from air-conditioned place to air-conditioned place. Like, there is no, like, and then over there, when it gets cold, you're doing the same shit, except it's heat.
Right. That's true.
I think everybody just hates weather. Weather is inconvenient, is what it is.
You know what makes it better? Panettone French Toast and Coquito. And by the way, Coquito is served cold.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Very cold.
For sure. And maybe with a little splash of coffee, because I want to try that.
That might be really good.
So we wish you a very Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. We missed it, you guys. We're so sorry that we missed last week because I was really pushing Eric and he was even pushing himself.
I was standing in the shower, banging my chest to see if I could hawk something out, to see if I could have any form of a voice.
I know, because we haven't missed a week since we started.
No. So we're very sorry.
It was bittersweet, but here we are dropping this little quickie episode for you guys to make Christmas even more special. And we'll be back, hopefully, if Eric doesn't fuck things up again.
Yeah, we'll be back, guys.
Have a great, great holiday. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Eric.
Mariela.